What's up, guys? It's Selden from So Clutch Clash, and I'm here to talk about the last war we did with Shadowhunters, a level 3 clan. They definitely put up a good fight, 51 stars. They tried some GoHo, which was, appreciate the attempts, but they kind of sucked at it. Anyways, we dominated 3-starred everything below 3, and I snagged a 3-star on number 2. So let's go ahead and run through this and what I did. So first things first, gotta look at the heroes. AQ especially, she is right outside, not in the core, so definitely easy to get to. And the king isn't really in a strategic position. He's not in the core. I won't be able to get to him with my kill squad. I'll be able to distract him later on in the raid, which will be fine, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to focus on taking him out early on. So next, double giant bombs. We have a spot here by the AD and Archer Tower, which I will go through why it's not that significant based on how I attack, and I'll explain how you can avoid double giant bombs like this, even with a big group of hogs. And the other spot is over here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my kill squad right on this corner over here by this Archer Tower, come in with a jump spell on the mortar, and then following that, it's basically going to wreck. So my kill squad is definitely has a bigger emphasis than my backside hogs, or just my hogs in general. I only took about 25 hogs, and I think I only deployed 24. I used one for luring out the clan castle. So I knew that I wanted a bigger kill squad rather than more hogs because it was an easy jump to core, and by putting more emphasis on my kill squad, I knew that I could distract the BK once my golems got core on the expos and such. And the other thing is, look how many point defenses there are on this side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point defenses. Like, that's insane. I definitely did not want my hogs starting out there. Definitely not. Point defenses are hog killers, so don't try it. Plus, it's a very wide side of the base. Hogs would definitely be spread. Even with 24 coming in on 5, that's 5 hogs to every defense and 4 on 1 more. Definitely not what you want. So I opted to come in from this side, where there's just 2 point defenses. Now, one thing I don't think I've ever talked about is Loon sniping. Definitely a big thing of mine. So what I want to show you is something that you should always look out for. Loon sniping is where you take 1 or 2 loons and you pick off either point defense or splash damage or whatever you can get for the price of 1 or 2 loons. So if you look at AD placement, you can see that this bottom cannon is not in the range of the air defenses. This one just barely, but by the time the AD fires, it's going to be too late. So we can take out that cannon, and I'll tell you why it's huge. Since I'm coming in from this side, the southwest side, my hogs are going to run in the northeast direction. So if this cannon is there, they're definitely going to spread a lot. And if I take that out for the price of just 10 space, my hogs are going to stick together and they'll be a lot easier to heal, a lot less spread out. And the same thing goes for over here. If you look at the ADs, this Archer Tower is clearly not in the range. So I'm going to drop 2 loons at the beginning of the raid on this too. And that's obviously, if you look at the gap between this Archer Tower and that cannon and this Archer Tower and that Archer Tower, that's a pretty big distance. So definitely worth the 10 space. So altogether I'm going to take 4 loons for my 2 loon snipes, and then I'm going to drop a hog on this Archer Tower to draw out the clan castle, because I pretty much assumed that there were loons since drag loon is so popular. Plus it didn't hurt. So After I went through that, I don't think there's anything else to cover. So let's go through the attack, and I'll talk about this double giant bomb spot over here. So let's go and zoom back out, and I should be dropping my loons. So there go the 2 loons. The drag just won't get there in time. So bam. So it doesn't take it down. In this case, you have to be ready to expect the unexpected. So I knew that the AD was just barely in range and also the CC. But if you look, it's kind of faded away, but you can see the cannon's health is like nowhere. So what I vouched to do is just drop a hog. And that's going to lure out the CC loons and take out that cannon. I had took a few minions to create my funnel up here at the top, since I was going to come in at this corner by the archer tower. So if you watch, Golem's going to go in, wall breaker's in, I'm going to start creating my funnel. Can you believe that? The hell, like, come on, man. So, kill squad going in. Perfect funnel. Took out giant bomb. Jump spell down. Rage is down. Golems are core. Expo's distracting. At this point, I'm ready to roll. Because I know by the time my hogs get in the BK range, my golems are already be up by the expos, which is inside the BK's range. So watch. So hogs go in. Kill squad's still doing work. And I wasn't perfect. BK started going after my hogs, so I drop a heal. They split into 2 groups, just how I wanted. So I've got this pack of hogs and that one. Now, let's focus on this set of double giant bombs that we had to expect. So, here, I'll just show you. So as the hogs come in, they're just going to trigger one of the giant bombs. Because if you think about it, if you come from the southwest side up to the northeast, just like how I drag the picture, they're going from here to here. The hogs are only going to trigger one giant bomb. And as you can see, the other set was there, but it doesn't matter. Because the range only covered that first entrance point. And at this point, it's game over. Hogs are finishing up. Still have some Golemites tanking. The real MVPs. I start dropping my cleanup crew, and from there it's a 3-star. Still have AQ ability. I actually saved that archer and the wall breaker. I'm sure they were happy they didn't have to die. So there's a cleanup, and I get it just in time. So there's that, guys. I think the main key of this video was to talk about Loon sniping. I'm glad I could finally bring that up. I haven't had both heroes back in a long time. And definitely that double giant bomb scenario right over there. That's huge. You always have to think of hog pathing and where they'll end up. So, hope that helps, guys. Thanks again for watching.